Welcome to mathandstuff.com. This is a squared webmaster and author, and this is a squared professor and teacher at Middlesex County College. The purpose of this video is to introduce my students to the spring 2025 semester. The students are in Statistics 1 and in Calculus 1 classes. And the screen shows my school homepage. It's kind of like my office, closest to an office that I have. On the left are the courses that I'm teaching, and the fully expanded URL for the Zoom meetings. And I have Zoom meetings for the blue calculus, and I have Zoom meeting for office hours, and that's only by appointment. The other three classes that I'm teaching, two of them are statistics, one is Calc, and they're all completely internet courses, and they meet Monday through Friday, but never as a group and never through a Zoom unless it's through an office hour. Other things that are on the left side of the screen, besides Zoom links, are talking about the grading system for each of the courses, talking about the projects that are included as part of the assignments in the course. And here's a link for the video that's being recorded right now. That's important because it covers overall course features, and it also covers how to do each of the quizzes that are happening and have to be turned in on the first Friday of the semester, which is this Friday. Then we go to a pink box, and it says, email me through this pink email address. And normally there's a forms page here. That's not working right now. That's why you have to go through just a plain old email. If you want to meet to talk about a test grade or a quiz grade, you're welcome to do that. You're welcome to do that in an office hour. If you want to just talk in an office hour, just make an appointment. Here's my schedule. I teach Monday and Wednesday, 10 to 12, and I have office 1 to 3:30. So that's when I'm available, is 1 to 3:30 Monday and Wednesday. And what you do is you ask for an office hour, and I get back to you. This is what I really look like. You can see me over here in the corner, but this is another picture of me. This is my homepage. We were there earlier. This is Middlesex County College's homepage. In addition to the calc material that I have available, I also have the stat material available. There's also pre-calc material, and there's a dictionary which has in it, it's loading, it has in it 150 vocabulary words from arithmetic through Calc 1. And it has a whole bunch of statistics vocabulary, and that's organized in a slightly different way. But all that's available. And I can get out of this. So we've now gone through most of this. We'll be spending time here. Also, I have links to free software equipment that you will need this semester for the courses. The 83 is used in both courses, both the stat and the calc. Excel is used in the stat and Sketchpad is used in the calc. These are required and they're free. So we've looked at the home screen. I'd like to look a little bit at projects before I go on to how to do what has to be done on Friday. In general, let's look at calc. This talks about grades. I don't have normal grading. Normal grading at the college level, A is 4, B is 3, C is 2, D is 1, and an F is 0. I have 5 numbers instead. A is 5, B is 4, C is 3, D is 2, F is 1, and if you don't take a test, it's a 0, and if I think you're cheating, it's a -1. The first 2 tests in calc are worth 10 points each. The third, and the fourth tests are worth 20. The homework and quizzes, and there's a bunch of points for that, including the project. That's 20 points, and the final exam is 20 points. Altogether, that's a possibility of getting 25 points, and this is the grade range, and it's just a forms page, and it'll do the computation. There's another similar grading rubric for stat, but a slightly different weight, 10% for each of the first 2 tests, then 3, 4, and 5. There's a 5th test. Then you have all the homeworks and quizzes, and then you have the final exam is only 10 points. So it's a slightly different scale. One more thing on this page is the projects. I've been doing projects for years. Recently, pre-pandemic and during pandemic, we did not do them. But this is Michelle from way back in, where is she? What year? Somewhere probably like 2003. She did it in an algebra class. It was order of operations. You can see her work. Here are her handouts. Technology got better since then, but it's still in that, quote, old age group. We have these 3 pre-calc projects, and they're just a sheet, summary sheets. Here's Ed's half of his project on, his was 2009. Half of his project was on lines, so half for each of them. Here's the second page of his. He covered everything you need to know about lines going into an algebra pre-calc class. Fawn did his on cosine law, and during his presentation he wrote on the screen, and we have a picture of what he wrote as he spoke. The project, the 2 pages are like a cheat sheet, a prop, something you can use in your presentation. The technology was better this past fall. Here's Layla's exponential growth. It's a PDF rather than just images. She did a nice job on it. And here's Natasha's. And she has something I just like to, whoops, the other way. Beautiful presentation, lovely work. And what she has is over here, you can see there's a slight difference in color. Math symbols are a real pain in the neck to write. So she hand wrote this, copied it with either her phone, I don't remember whether it was her phone or her scanner, and embedded it in the file. Catherine's was much more basic. Hers was all handwritten, but still very good. Before I go on to talking about the things that are due on Friday, I wish to spend a bit more time talking about each course in general. I'm going to start with the stat course. We talked about my schedule. We talked about when the Zoom classes met. We have hinted at talking about the letter and the assignments for Friday. We just looked at the grading policy. There are reminders on how to submit stuff, and we'll look at that when we go to the letter. We spoke about the projects, and we have yet to talk about the quizzes. Each class has a free online textbook. Here's the information in the stat class. Here's where you download the text. Here's my Open Math link, and there are the codes to get into my Open Math. In addition to that, we have links that support stat. This is the page you're on. This is calculator information. This is vocabulary and a summary of the whole semester, plus a bit. Here's your course outline, listing the days, and it has my schedule and my Open Math info. And the same thing that's on the PDF file is linked in the calendar. So we want to look at Friday's work. We're glancing through what we were supposed to do tomorrow by this calendar. And this is just to keep you like on top of what you have to do in the textbook so that you're ready for the tests and the quizzes. Before we go to the quiz, I'd like to look at the same format for the Calc class. So I want to go to the Calc. Again, office hours. Again, we hit the letter. We're going to go there next. Grading policy, we looked at instructions on how to send in stuff, projects, quizzes. Here's graph paper. Here's the textbook, my Open Math. And here's the course outline for Calc. Same thing. So it really sounds like we really have to go to this letter. And then we can go on to each of the two quizzes. So I'm going to hit this for letter. Doesn't matter whether I go from the stat or from the Calc. I'm going to close the stat for a minute. I'm going to go to the letter. And this is everything that you need to know about the course. We're not going over all of it today. I expect you to read it. And I have placed into this white box the things that you really need to know right up front. This is not a Canvas course. You don't sit at a computer and do problems at the computer. You sit at the computer and read an on-computer textbook and do problems in the book and check answers in the book. And the book is a PDF file. It's digital, completely digital. And you use the resource material that I have listed for certain pages to enhance the textbook material. And I grade the papers. I'm a human. It takes me a while to grade them. It's not computer generated grading. Other things you have to know. There are no makeup tests. You miss a test, you miss a test. You don't earn the points for it. There's no extra credit, but extra credit is built into the quizzes. I give you more quiz points possible than you need. There's no practice test, as when you were in high school, your teacher may have prepared a special handout to review. I just assign what's in the book, and I don't collect any homework. So don't expect to hand in problems that are homework problems. You'll see by what we're doing today the kind of stuff I will make you do. You're doing it sitting there by yourself. I'm not supervising you while I'm testing you. That's called take-home format. The final exam is on the last day of class. I believe that's the 7th for all the internet courses, and for the Zoom class also. We spoke about the project. What else do you need to know? Grade is based on performance, not practice. You don't get credit for doing homework. You get credit for passing a test. And it's very specific the way the tests are to be handed in. Usually it'll be a downloadable file, as you'll see today. Most of the time it's a PDF file. Today's file will be a text file. And sometimes I mail them to you. That's why it's important that I have a good workable email address, and you then mail them as attachments to me. And I have 4 classes. I have 4 different email boxes. The purple and the blue are Calc, the yellow and the green are Stat. And you can tell which color you are by the course code. And it's also on Canvas. So if you go to Canvas, it'll tell you what color class you're in. The blue calculus students should send their material by email to blue@mathandstuff.com and so on. I am warning you here, and I warn you on the Canvas homepage for your course, that I don't trust Middlesex's email server. I've had a lot of trouble with it. You want me to use that email address, I will do that, but I'm not going to worry that you're not getting something. I told you about this issue. You can read further what that says. Each class is recorded, but I don't post the recordings. Again, my open math is available, but not graded. And I give you here the codes again also. Technology textbooks free. You need an 84 Excel and Sketchpad. I should have put that in the list also. What else? Before we go to the first graded assignment, I'll just show you a little bit more about me. This is my son, his wife, my daughter-in-law, and my grandchildren, and they are on, it's called the 6. The Vinnick 6 is one of his tugboats. He has a tugboat company in Port Reading, which is, I think technically it's in Edison, but it's in Middlesex County. Here's stuff about me, and now we go to the homework. The first part of the homework is to write the letter, and I think I have to change this link, so I'm not going to use it. I think the problem is the zeros in the front. So if I hit it right at this minute, it should give me an error message. So we're going to go through one of the homework pages. We'll do it that way. Again, here's where you can download free material, and I do hope you have a lovely semester. So let's go and do the statistics. Now let's do the calculus first. Okay, this is, I'm just showing you where this piece came from. If we were in Calc, here's the Calc notes. How did we get to the Calc notes? Well, if you were on this page and you wanted to go to Calc, it's Calc I for the spring of 25. And I'm just going to close all these so I don't have too much open. All right, Calc 1, and we've been here before. I'm scrolling down. This is Friday's class. The topic is the letter and the quizzes, and that's what we're doing. I'm going to click on this. It takes us to this page. All of this is, everything we're doing now is on the video because we're making the video now. 2, reply to the letter that you just looked at. Here's the link. And the link, I'm going to hit it in a minute, but it's also here in pink. I put the whole letter in pink so we could read it if we needed to there. So I'm going to hit the link. And then I'm going to right click with the mouse and save as. And I need to save it in a location where I can find it. I have a lot of locations, but I'm going to back off a minute, and I'm going to go into my file folder and get out of this one and go to here. So what I'm doing is I'm headed for a file folder, and I want to create a file location now. I'm going to go into desktop, and I want a new folder, and I'm going to call it Calc 1. And I'm going to call it spring of 25. So now I have a place on my desktop. And here's all the file folders, and there's the one we just had. All right, we go back to the web page. I'm doing this because some of you may not have a location. So I'm going to right click with the mouse and save as in a location I can find. And it was on my desktop. And I created the folder. Here it is. And right now it's called AAA first last letter. Each student must create their own code that they're going to use all semester. And I'm going to use my code. My number is 000. My first name is A squared. My last name is Azolino. The code for the letter is LETR, and the code at the end of it tells me it's a text file. See, save type. It's a text file. So you will get from me in an email a 3-digit number. And you know your first name, you know your last name. So we're going to save the file. There we go. And the file is saved. Okay. Let's go back to the instructions. Download the text file. Save it where you can find it. We just did all that. rename the file as directed in the file, and it tells you here how to do it. Use the above code to write your email subject address. We'll go through that in a minute as a review. Again, 3 digits, first name, last name, and the code. Edit the file, inserting your answers. Save the edited file. So I'm going to go back to where I had the file. It was put in here, and there's the file. I'm going to open it. Open. Now I'm ready to write in it. What's your name as listed by the college? What class are you in? Are you in Calc or Stat? What's your class color? I'm going to call mine pink because I don't have a color. What email, and only one, do you want me to use to contact you? I'd like you to use pink. For me, that's what I'm writing down. I do have a Middlesex address, but I don't use it. Middlesex, countycollege.edu. Okay. Use the above info to write your email subject line that will look like a 3-digit personal number, first name, last name, assignment code, as in mine would be 000a squared as a Lino letter. We're going to use that all over the place. You're going to use it to name files like the quiz. You're going to use it on every email attachment you send to me. You're going to use it all the time so that I can find you and what you're sending in to me. Please then state the month and year you last attended a math course, what you got in the course, what was the name of the course, and how good you were at math. I'm going to let you read number 9 at home without me. 10, what's your major and career plans? 11, a few words. I'd like you to know that my son is a tugboat captain. I like beading. I'm a math prof and a webmaster. What is important for me to know about how you learn? That's 12. What did I forget to ask, or do you have any comments? Do you use your phone to do classwork? And do you understand that every file has to be renamed with that code? That every page of the file has to be renamed? And that every file has to be attached, often by a paperclip, on your email server? And I'm repeating the question because if you don't do everything, if it's not attached and renamed and all that, then I won't take your work. You won't get any credit for it. That's the whole letter. And now we're going to return to the page on which the work is shown, but we've got to save it. So up in the left-hand corner is File. I'm going to put Save. I just saved it. I don't need it anymore. I know where it is. I'm going to get out. I'm now back to the web page. Again, we edited the file, inserting the answer. We saved it. We will be attaching it. And we were working in Calc. The same thing will happen in Stat, but different colors for the email address. Number 2 is the quiz part of Friday's assignment. Download, rename, use, do a screen capture, and submit an image. And again, it's all going to be in this video we're preparing now. So you can always freeze the video. I'm not going over downloading the 83. We will talk about Excel when we do the next part of the video, which is on the statistics. Right now, we're going to do Sketchpad. It is my assumption that almost no one has Sketchpad, but it's free. So I'm going to click on Sketchpad. Takes me to Key Curriculum. I'm going to look at View License to download. I'm going to accept, and then I'm going to, and I'm not doing it now, you're going to do it by yourself before Friday. I'm using a Windows machine, so I used that installer. I'm going to get out of there, but you're going to do that between now and Friday. But I already have Sketchpad on my computer. It's down here. Here's the logo. So I'm going to go to that. No, I'm going to leave it right there. Okay. Next, save it where you can find it. When you download it, it'll stick it in download. I'll show you that in a little while, and then you have to install it. Your computer may attach it on the toolbar on your screen. Now, here is a supposer, a Sketchpad, and I don't remember if it's XXX. I think it's AAA, so I may have to change this link. See, it's not the right one, so I think it's AAA. Well, it didn't find that either. All right, so that means we have to cheat. There it is. It was there. Nope, it was just took a while. Let's try it again. Get out of there. Back to here. All right, let's see if we can find it in download. Download. There it is, right there. And here it is right here. My computer's just slow. So this should have worked. It did work. It did download, but I had to know it was going to download. So I don't care which one I use. I'm going to pick up this one and open. I have Sketchpad, so it opens. I prepared this Sketchpad, a bunch of sheets for you, and we're in the sheet that says one graph hidden. And we go back to the quiz, and we see the instructions. Download Sketchpad, save it where you can find it. You saw it was on the download. You can always download it again. Okay, so it was saved. And where did I put it? I left it right in the download. So now I'm going to go into it, and I've got to save it where I can find it. Okay, back up here again on the upper left, File, Save As, and now I have to make it mine. And my number is 000 dot a squared dot Azzolino and it has a dot Q1 dot GPS or GSP, and now I have to put it in My storage location, no, I think I put it in the desktop. Where's that? Desktop, Calc, and I'm going to save it in there. Now I know where it is. Okay, I go back to the quiz. What do I do next? I downloaded the Sketchpad. I renamed it. There we go, renamed. Open it, and we're on this page, this sheet, graph hidden. All of this again, you have the video, so you can always stop it and go over what you have to do next. Next, you are to create a cubic function, as in ax cubed plus bx squared plus cx plus d, and double click on the pink function to change it to a function of your choice. Then we go to screen capture. But right now we're going to go back into the Sketchpad. We're going to double click and we're going to edit the function. And I'm going to put it in factored form. -2. Whoops, that's not what I want. Parenthesis. X minus 2 will give me a root at +2 times x plus 3 will give me a root at -3, and I need one more root. Let's see if I can make it squish down or very high. Let's try x minus 1 gives me a root at 1. Let's see what it looks like. That's not bad, kind of boring. I'm just going to edit it a little more. Well, that'll flip it. And now let's squish it. Let's squish it a little more. Make it a little flatter. There we go. Flipped it and made it a little flatter. I could even move the roots. Let's spread it out a little. Let's make it, instead of going out and having a root, here's a root at 2. We get that way. Let's make this a root at 4. Moves it over more. Okay, that's good enough. That's not bad. I could live with that picture. I'm just going to move this here. So now I have the curve and I have the function. Let's go back to the quiz. And it says, select a rectangular region of the screen to capture an image and use Control-Shift-S to capture the image and then Control-V to paste it. Well, I did this morning attempt to use Control-Shift-S. But Windows, in its infinite wisdom, likes to change things. So I'm going to do it now, and I know it's not going to work. So I'm going to show you what you have to do instead. Control-Shift-S. Nothing happened. So up in the upper right-hand line of your keyboard is a button that says Print Screen, PRTSC. And I'm going to hit that button. And now the screen goes gray. And now I can use the mouse to select the function. And it drew a picture. I'm going to show you the picture. You don't have to look at it here, but there it is. So I know it's on my clipboard. All you have to do is paste it into this file that you've been working on. So I'm going to go Control-V. Where is it? There it is. And I'm going to change the size a bit. And I'm going to try and move it. And now I'm going to save it. File, save. It's named. It's saved. I know where it's saved. I don't need it anymore. So we're up to H. We saved it by pasting it. Save the Sketchpad and email it as an attachment. So both classes have to know how to do this, the stat and the calc. Next, we're going to try and send an email. I'm going to go to the web. No, I want the web. Okay. I'm going to go to my email server. And let's pretend we're in yellow. No. Yellow. Okay. I'm in yellow. I'm going to compose an email and I want to send it to blue or purple. Those are the calc mailboxes. I'm going to pretend I want to send it to blue. I'm going to pretend I'm in the blue class. There's my blue, and I got to put in my code 000 dot a squared dot Azzolino dot Q1, and I'm going to say quiz and letter. And now I go for the paperclip. The paperclip permits me to attach stuff to the email. In desktop, I have this calc folder, and I have two things in the calc folder with similar names, different extensions, and I want to open, and it puts it in on with a paper clip. It attaches it to the email, and I'm going to hit send. And it did it. I'm going to log out. I sent it to blue. Let's see if it got there yet. There it is. Here's a paper clip. And there's the two files. Okay, we're almost done. All we have to do is the same thing, and I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go to get out of the calc. I don't need this page anymore. I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go through the same thing with the statistics assignment. What did I hit? Oh, this took me to the course. And now I go down to Friday. And here's the same letter, the same instructions. Here I do have it correctly coded as AAA. I already have a copy of the letter, but I don't have a location. So let's play the game again. Just as a review, I need the desktop. Where's the desktop? And now I need to create a folder for stat. Statistics, spring of 25. And I'm going to cheat. I'm going into the calc, and I'm going to pick up the letter, make a copy of it. And I'm going to go back, and I'm going to go into the stat, I'm going to paste it. There we go. Well, I now have half the quiz done. I'm going back to the quiz. All this is done. Now we're going to do the statistics download, not Sketchpad, but Excel. So we're going to go to Excel. And again, I have Excel on my computer already, but you may have to download it. If you have Google, you're in good shape. You may need a new email address. I don't need that. Okay, but I'm going to open my Excel. And I want a blank one. Back to the quiz. Okay, save it where you can find it. Your computer may put it in its own location and may put it on the bar. Either that or you can just go look for it in your search. Open a file and name the file. Oh, well, I know what the name's got to be. So I'm going to go back to the spreadsheet and up in the upper left-hand corner again, File, Save As. I'm going to pick a location. I'm going to use the same one I used before. It was on the desktop. It was in statistics. And this time the extension is called XLSX, but I still need 0, 0, 0 dot A squared dot Azzolino dot Q1 for quiz 1. And I'm going to hit save. And there we go. Go back and see what I have to do. Begin to collect data on houses in Middlesex County. You need at least one listing for this assignment. We're going to be collecting more, so if you want more houses, you can just stick it in your file now. I'm going to use Zillow. I gave you a bunch of places you could look, but I've been using Zillow, so that's what I'm going to hit. Here's Middlesex Real Estate, and I think this is the one that I used in your web page. Find the web page. Okay, and it says you really do need to scroll down. So here's the one I used. Another trick. I want to stick all this into the spreadsheet, and I've written it so that you can cut and paste it. So I'm going to select the line. I'm going to hit Control C to copy it. I'm going to go into the spreadsheet. Control V pastes it. And now I'm going to make it fit nicely. Oh, and I'm going to make it a little nicer. I'm going to throw some lines in there. I'm going to make this, let's center those words, and let's make it nice pink color maybe. Too orange, blue, that's good. And now the whole page, I'm just going to, you don't have to know how to do all this, but I just like cleaning it up a little bit. I like this font. And I want it a little bigger. Just clean it up. Okay, so I'm going to go back to Zillow. And I like this house. Nice houses. Take that one, take this one. It's hard to pick. They're all so nice. I like that one. Okay, and now I need to scroll. This is not letting me scroll. Here we go. Now I have done this before, so I know what's going to happen. I just copied it, but I have a blank text file. I'm going to paste it in there. And then I'm going to use tab. Four bedrooms. I don't need the word beds. 3 baths, 3 bathrooms. Wow. 2,000 square feet. And I think I'll just paste what I got there. Copied it. Go into the spreadsheet. Paste it. Okay, lot size I need next, special features, date. Let's see if I can find the lot size. Find Zillow. Lot size. 60.69 acres. And what's special? Full basement. Into the spreadsheet. 0.69 acres. Full basement. And date viewed today is 1/21/25. And I'm putting a decimal point there because I like that format. I don't want Excel messing up my date. And this was at Zillow. Okay, I'm going to save it. Go back and see what else I have to do. I don't need this anymore. Save the edit file, attach it to an email. Oh, there's an extra credit here for one house. Do a screen capture and paste it into the spreadsheet. Oh, so I guess I need Zillow again. And let's see if I can find my house. I think this was it. And now I want to do a screen capture. That's a nice shot of it also. I like the front door. Okay, again, this did not work this morning, did not work a little while ago. Control Shift S. And this is Windows full. It keeps updating. Every time it updates it, changes my settings. So I have to do it the computer way. I'm hitting print screen. And it took a little while, but it went gray. And I can pick up the picture. And now I go into the spreadsheet and I paste it, Control V. And it's easier to move in this program than it is in the other one. And I again save it. And I again don't need it. And I don't need this. And now I'm ready to paste it. Run through mentally what you have to do. I'm going to hit my email server. I'm going to send it from blue. Okay, compose. I'm going to send it to yellow. And I am. Nope. And I'm going to attach. I don't want calc. I want stat. Here's my files. It attached them, and I hit send. And I did it before Friday at 11:59 p.m. So I'm done. You're done. I hope you found this of use. It's due on Friday. Have a lovely rest of the week. If you need me, you know how to get me in my office. Let's just go back to if you have a question, just email me. If you want an office hour, just ask for one. Have a wonderful semester.